and helping to organize the data.
Because as an entrepreneur, you're willing to tolerate some failure in this complicated area of research?
Sure, I can afford to take high risks, and whichever company succeeds here, the payback will be good. That's not my primary motivation, but hopefully that's why we expect the level of investment to go up.
But I can hear it in your voice, this sense of optimism that Alzheimer's and some of the other dementias could be amenable to some kind of treatment. What is the source of this optimism?
Well, the tools we have to look at what's going on in the brain keep getting better and better. And our ability to look at genetics and understand why some people get it at an early age and what that says about the biological pathway. We are getting a lot smarter. Now, it's a long ways from that knowledge and having a drug, but our chance in the next 10 to 15 years of getting an advance, I rate it highly.
That was Bill Gates, philanthropist and founder of Microsoft, speaking to Marketplace's David Brancaccio. I'm Kimberly Adams with the Marketplace Morning Report. From APM, American Public Media.
This is News 88.9 KNPR Las Vegas, 90.3 KSGU St. George, 91.7 KLNR Panaca, and KTPH Tonopah, 88.7 KWPR Lundee, and 89.3 KLKR Elko. From the Donald W. Reynolds Broadcast Center on the campus of the College of Southern Nevada. Support for Nevada Public Radio comes from the Aesthetic Group at Anson, Edwards, and Higgins, welcoming Dr. Andrew Silver, new plastic surgery associate. Together they share a commitment to the full spectrum of surgical and non-invasive aesthetic medicine. Consultation scheduling with Dr. Silver at 702-822-2100. And from AEG presents NMG Resorts International, presenting Classic Share at Park Theater at Monte Carlo, performing music from our 50-year career of hits on select dates through November 25th. Ticket information at parktheaterlv.com. It's 8 o'clock.
Good morning. Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore denies allegations of sexual misconduct with minors, but he's not convincing all members of his own party, some of whom want him out of the race. It's Morning Edition from NPR News. Pennsylvania Republican Senator Pat Toomey says the accusations against Moore have more credibility than his denial. I'm Steve Inskeep.
And I'm David Green. We're focusing on pain management this hour and the delicate task of weaning people off opioids. The drugs may help someone lead a normal life, but doctors fear addiction. And in Sutherland Springs, Texas, people gather for prayer a week after a massacre. A pastor whose daughter was killed told the community, rather than choose darkness as that young man did that day, I say we choose life. It's Monday, November 13th. Whoopi Goldberg is 62 years old today. Here's the news.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. The FBI has released data about the number of hate crimes in the U.S. last year. NPR's Carrie Johnson reports most victims were targeted because of their race or ethnicity.
The FBI says 58% of the hate crime incidents last year were motivated by a victim's race. That's followed by 21% of episodes carried out because of a victim's religion. In cases where law enforcement identified a perpetrator, about half of them were white. The FBI's data is based on voluntary reporting from more than 15,000 local law enforcement agencies. But civil rights groups argue the study's flawed because it undercounts the number of hate crimes. Those advocates want to see mandatory.
Right now it is so scary. Yeah, but yeah, look at that shit like, damn. And then when you start, they gotta have to get stuff out in the middle. Wherever it comes over, it goes in the rough, goes at the right to the middle. Back. guys hiked that here before? These guys did. Not me. This is all my first time. Yeah. That's cool. That's like French people. I don't think Fred wants to be turtle. Turtle Peak, that one? Whoa, that high one right there? Yeah, 5 miles. Do it. 5 miles round trip. Do it. That looks fun. You said you didn't want to do something like that. So that's what I was originally going to suggest. Oh yeah? But then you say, no, I don't want to do another one like French. Okay. No, I don't mind. But yeah, let my knee heal. I wouldn't do that today. We'll do this. This is not bad. You still get a good view from at the very end. You can see Las Vegas. That's great. Once you get back to the rock, it's great. Yeah, we still gotta do breaking out. North Peak. That's those over there. Yeah, there's a dirt road that goes behind, and then you can hike from behind. Because here you can't. It's sheer, you can't hike. Yeah. You have to hike from the backside. So this Jeep would make it nice. So you can go right behind there. Ice box. Oh yeah, that's down below, but I mean above. There's actually trails that go to the top of those, but you gotta hike it from behind. There's a dirt road that's in between them called Rocky Gap Road. Oh, Rocky Gap Road. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I took my Jeep all the way. Oh my God. From the other side, all the way big rocks. Yeah. No, I thought I was gonna get stuck. But my buddy, he had a Jeep too, and I followed him and showed him how to do it. There's a trick to it. Oh yeah, if you're not careful, you'll start tearing up. Yeah. Full suspension will screw it up. You gotta believe me, no suspension. I didn't even know how to put it in four-wheel low. I know how to put it four-wheel high, but I never. He was the one that showed me how to put it four-wheel low. Oh. So you've been back there. Our Jeep was. Yeah, your Jeep.
This is News 88.9 KNPR. I'm Nicole Robinson Carroll. A proposal to build 4,700 housing units on a former ranch in Reno could help take a chunk out of the region's housing shortage if the developers can overcome at least one big challenge. It's in a floodplain. The Reno Gazette-Journal reports principal planner Andy Durling says the development is expected to include a mix of single-family and multi-family homes targeted at buyers who can afford the region's median home price. California-based development company Newport Pacific Land has begun the approval process with the city of Reno in the hopes of beginning building within 2 years. A recreational marijuana dispensary in Las Vegas has opened a drive-through window. The owners tell the Las Vegas Sun the fast food-style drive-through on tribal land near downtown Las Vegas is the first of its kind in the
Hello.
The Las Vegas Paiute tribe says the new Woo Cannabis Marketplace opened
Hello?
Friday, and the drive-through service is
Hi.
designed for elderly and disabled customers who
Why?
prefer not to leave.
喺嗰個三色山啊，係啊，8點冇啊，做乜啊？哦，咁早啊？冇，係三色山西柚啦，食咗啲，好啦。
Going to stay in next month's special Senate election despite allegations of sexual misconduct with minors decades ago. One woman who spoke out said she was 14 years old when Moore touched her inappropriately. But as Moore fights the allegations, many national Republicans say they want him to drop out. Here's Pennsylvania Senator Matt Toomey on Meet the President.
Accusations are more credibility than the denial. I think the best of voters just step aside.
Now, amidst all this, many Alabama voters are saying they still back Roy Moore. And we're going to talk through all of this with NPR congressional correspondent Scott Detrow, who's here. Hey, Scott.
Good morning, David.
So what did you hear from various Republicans over the course of the last few days?
There was an immediate rush to distance themselves from Roy Moore, from Senate Majority Mitch McConnell, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on down. But a lot of the responses from Republicans are very qualified. There's lots of hedging. Let's listen to Mark Short, President Trump's legislative director on Meet the President this weekend. It's a long cut here, and it's worth listening to.
Chuck, first let me say that I have a 9-year-old daughter, Gina, and I think that the notion of innocent defenseless children being molested is one of the most painful thoughts a parent can have. And I think that there's a special place in hell for those who actually perpetrate these crimes. And I think Roy Moore has to do more explaining than he's done so far. But I think we here in Washington have to be careful as well, because Roy Moore is somebody who graduated from West Point. He served our country in Vietnam. He's been elected multiple times statewide in Alabama. The people in Alabama know Roy Moore better than we do here in D.C. And I think we have to be very cautious. As Senator Toomey said, the allegations, they're 40 years old and rise a month before election day.
Wow. This is the White House saying that he may have a special place in hell if he did this, but also he's...
But on the other hand,
That's
so
incredible.
I think that says a lot right there. And many Republicans, again, they certainly don't want to be anywhere near a candidate who they already had major concerns with to begin with. And I think there's a hesitance to side with the national media and the Democratic Party in an Alabama Senate.
So the election is now what, less than a month away? Is it even possible for Moore to drop out?
It's too late for him to be replaced by another candidate on the ballot. There has been some speculation that Alabama's governor could delay the special election, but over the weekend she said she has no interest in doing that. There's another option out there, and that's to run a write-in campaign. Incumbent Luther Strange or another candidate, and that's an idea that Pat Toomey endorsed over the weekend. But a write-in is tough to do, though many Republicans have joked that Strange is easier to spell than Murkowski. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski won a write-in in 2010 where she lost.
That's not so funny, because spelling is actually crucial.
Absolutely.
So Moore is denying all of this, right?
That's right. He's very defiant. He held a couple campaign events over the weekend saying the Washington Post story is false. He's threatening to sue the Washington Post, though he's not actually followed through in filing a lawsuit yet. And a lot of Moore supporters in Alabama are sticking with him. Many have a similar response to Moore, saying that this is all part of an effort to undermine his campaign.
Okay, so voters sticking with him, but do Democrats still think they have a chance in this race?
They're proceeding very cautiously. You know, there's a worry from Democrats that a sudden influx of surrogates and national dollars and ads could backfire and make it more of a national Republican versus Democrat referendum. You saw this with some of the special House elections last year, that when the race became nationalized, that just pushed otherwise possibly persuadable voters back into their default parties.
And here's Scott Detrow. Scott, thanks as always.
Thank you.
Some other news, United Nations peacekeepers have withdrawn from Haiti after more than a decade of patrols. They arrived in Haiti to restore peace in the Western Hemisphere's poorest nation, and they now leave a mixed, sometimes deadly legacy. In the first of two reports, NPR's Carrie Kahn looks at the 13 years the soldiers have spent in Haiti.
Daniel Tilius remembers the summer of 2004 for two distinct reasons. He got married, and UN peacekeepers, some 7,000 strong, came to Haiti. Tilius says they focused much of their immediate force on the sprawling seaside slum where he grew up in the Haitian capital, known as Cité Soleil.
They were mostly in the tanks. It was quite scary. It was like living in a war zone.
Months earlier, the democratically elected president Jean-Bertrand Aristide had been deposed in a coup. Political violence spilled out into the streets. Crime, especially kidnappings, were on the rise. Tilius says on July 6, 2005, UN troops rolled into Cité Soleil. Helicopters circled above in search of an infamous gang leader. Tilius remembers hearing the prolonged gunfire. Despite UN denials, Tilius says civilians bore the brunt of the offensive. Residents still refer to that day as the massacre and can't forgive or forget.
It was for me like enough is enough.
Tilius started a community garden and after-school center for hundreds of Cité Soleil youth. He says it's a peaceful alternative to the UN's heavy police tactics. While Tilius has been a longtime critic, the UN has its supporters, They point to its humanitarian help during the devastating 2010 earthquake and overseeing democratic elections. Newly installed President Jovenel Moïse says he and his two presidential successors can attest to that. They've brought us political stability, he says. But when talking about the UN's legacy in Haiti, Moïse says it is stained by cholera.
Jusqu'à présent, justice pour le monde qui était frappé par choléra.
We are still waiting for justice for all our people hit by cholera. More than 9,000 Haitians died from the disease. 800,000 were affected after UN troops introduced it here in 2010, like 32-year-old Gina Woman-Seal. She lost all muscle control on the left side of her body after contracting cholera. She was also pregnant at the time.